finances are required for dominion. So we got to get to the place of deliverance to dominion. And dominion requires a multiplication mindset and not just a receiving mindset. But because we don't understand the power of our seeds, when we give it to the kingdom, we sit in one place thinking that the money will drop from heaven. Meanwhile, there's certain action steps that God might tell you to take so that that money can be multiplied, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. Many of us are frustrated in the kingdom because we know how to give, but we don't know how to run. We don't know how to run with a vision. We know how to give, but then we're expecting God to always drop it out of the sky. Listen, they will not always be manna. Sometimes after there is manna, he will tell you, go into the land. I'm telling you, the Canaan, you're going to eat from the produce of the land. You're going to eat the fruits. How are fruits produced? They are planted and grown. There are people that are called to full-time ministry, yes, but that's not the whole entire world. 1 Corinthians 9:13-14. Do you not know that those who minister the holy things eat of the things of the temple, and those who serve at the altar partake of the offerings of the altar? Even so, the Lord has commanded that those who preach the gospel should live from the gospel. That is why I understand there is a portion for those who are called to full-time gospel. There are things where you can do, writing books, mentorship, different things that can multiply what God has given to you in your hands. When there's a man of God that you know God is, hey, you know what, sit here, I'm going to provide. You will see the fruits. When I met Apostle, he was in the middle of going to prepare to be a doctor, and God called him out of that. So if he called you like that, he will back it up until he backs up the call. Be doing something. So let God snatch you out of the place of work. Let him snatch you out. Not that you're sitting there waiting for the raven every single day. As I am right here, whether you give or not, my hands will produce for me. Okay? There's a lot of things I know how to do. Business, branding, multiplication. I was doing makeup. I turned and flipped that money. I started on Robinhood. I said, you know what? I'm going to take my money. Daycare is $500 a week. So I said, you know what? Let me learn how to trade a little bit of stocks. From there, I began to learn different things. As I presented, I get educated. Lord, can I do this? Shall I pursue the troops? When he gives me the go ahead, I do it. Not everything you're meant to do, but there's something for you to do to multiply. Even if God said you're called to full-time ministry, you can say, listen, this seed that someone sold to me, I want to learn how to invest this money. Let me find an investment account. Let me find something that can multiply without me even working. What is in your hand? Go and get educated on finances. Read books. Learn different accounts. Learn trust funds. Learn different things. Investment plans, opportunities. Be out there so that God can position you for dominion. There's seasons of manna. There's seasons of multiplication. Sometimes the fruit that God provides in one season, you have to preserve it for many seasons of drought. When Joseph advised Pharaoh, he told him, he said, there's 7 years of fatness, 7 years of drought. He had to use his intelligence and say, let's find a way to preserve this grain. You see, maybe even if God didn't call you to work, there might be a portion of your consultation where men are coming from all over the world to just pay you to consult, but you got to be profound enough to be an asset to a generation. You have to find every facet of your divine God ability inside of you. There is nature inside of you that God has put there for multiplication.